And we're back. Structure Studios 101 in a pool studio blue. Had another request from a member on how to do a 10-inch round colonial column. So it just so happened I have a house here that has a bunch of 10-inch round colonial columns. So this is the quickest, easiest way to do um, these type of columns in custom shapes. You just keep in mind that there are a couple of things that just don't function correctly on the lip style side. But for stuff like this, it does work. So let's jump right in here and get started. I'll show you the quickest way that I do these things in custom shapes. So what I usually do is I'll just come into custom shapes. We're going to go into 2D, so you have my plans. Everything's overlaid here. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these columns, but these columns are all over the house. So I'm going to turn Control B will turn off your background images without you having to click on anything over here. So let's jump right into this. So these are going to be 10-inch round colonial columns. So I'm going to make sure that my grid is on, my relative angle autocomplete. This is all I need for what I'm going to be doing here. S shortcut key to do an arc. I'm going to get over here. I'm going to go 5 inches on my 1-inch grid. So I know this is going to be a 10-inch column. So we're going to click that. And we're going to go and get us a measurement here. Know that I'm plus 18 inches on my porch. So we're going to go back in 2D. I'm going to, let me see if I can find my floor plan here. Here it is. No, that's not it. There we go. Let me get this in the right spot. Here, back into 3D. I've got a round top because these have a two-part taper. They have a crown, like a two-part round. It kind of rounds, and then a base also, plus a little band at the top. So I'm just going to make these. I'm going to turn off. Drop beam. 6. I think there's a little gap there. That's okay because we're going to fill that in with this crown. So what I like to do for these type of columns is I will, let's go ahead and just roll this back out here so we can see it in the open. What I do is I will come in here and make sure this is snapped. I'm going to, if I did an offset, let's just look at this, like this, and I'm going to make this 0. And it's going to be a 2-inch. It's like a 2-inch band and another band on top. And they're round. So you have this base here. And if you notice, I'm about, it looks like 1.5 inches or so off. Um, so if I add a lip style, which is a round, and then I add 2-inch, see how it gets much larger than what I need it to be. So what I do for my lower band, that's going to be slightly larger, like 1 inch, is like a 1 inch and a half inch. I'm just going to copy paste my 10-inch circle here. Control C, Control V, snap it, make it 0 and then 2 inches. Watch this. So if you notice that it is a 10-inch, so it's the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a round on here, and I'm going to go 2-inch, and I watch this. Now I'm about 1 inch off. This is where I want to be. So my 2-inch lip style is going to add in that 2-inch round over, and it's going to make this bottom circle a lot larger. So for the second piece, it's not, this is a too small of a circle for Structure Studios to be able to use the outline tool and get inside. So what I do here in this instance is I Control C, Control V to copy another shape, snap it on the inside. I'm going to turn off my snaps because I need this to, I just want to go about a half inch in. I shortcut key to turn off the snaps, E shortcut key to scale while I still have that object selected, and I'm just going to go up with my mouse until I get about 3/4 of an inch or so, and I'm just going to release. So now I'm still snapped to my center. Everything's perfectly centered, only now and we can eyeball adjust this. So this was good. So this is about what I want here. If I wanted that a little bit larger and get that little more of a detail here, I get E again, and then just kind of manually scale that up. So now I have my two-part larger base band, and that's it. I mean, that's pretty simple. Um, I know that Structure Studios has some of these round columns in their library, but they're set sizes and you can't manipulate them. So I just build my round ones just like this. Again, lip styles they are broken if you use lip styles or any type of lip styles like that, especially if there are multiple face lip styles. They're going to be the material faces are all going to be wrong. You can't manipulate. You can only manipulate two sides. The other sides are going to be weird. So that's something they hadn't fixed in quite a few years. So hopefully, maybe in this next update they'll fix lip styles. But until then, it just is what it is, and you're just gonna have to just manually monkey with it until you get it in place. But just as long as you're snapped and you're clean, everything's nice and clean in here, then you should be okay. So I need this boot to be at the top for the crown. So what I do here is I just double click both, double click one, hold control, click the other to highlight both and group it. And then what you can do is hold shift and the up arrow and the gizmo. That way I'm perfectly in line. I don't have to worry about, getting off. And then I'm just going to go up just like this. Now what I'm going to do is W shortcut key to rotate, L for relative angle to make sure I'm flipping in this, on my relative angle. And then I'm just going to manually put this up in place just like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this back over here, and I'm going to make sure that my crown is right at the bottom of my drop beam. Is where I want it to be. So there's going to be another band um, down here. It's like a little band at the top. So what you do here, since this is grouped, if I want to, whatever I build inside this group will stay inside this group in 3D. So I'm in the group. I want to double click to break the group. I'm going to double click the piece that I want inside the group. You see it's green. And I'm going to hold shift and go right down. This band's about right here. And release. And now all three of these pieces are in that group because I built it inside that group. So now what I do is I'm just going to come out here, highlight everything, group it, and just put it right over here in place. See, that's a little bit off. What I'm going to double click and then double click and then just everything looks good. Now, since this is grouped, all I have to do is make sure that I'm in the right spot. Lands here between each one of these windows. So you can do this a couple different ways. If I want all these to be in line without having to go in there and manipulate it on there, I just hold shift and shift. It's going to automatically snap, see, to my last. To readjust these, but at least we'll know that they're all be on the same line. That. And then we go back into 2D, see we're off here a little bit, and then we're just going to snapped line. I want to get off of that snapped line, keep on that snapped line. Yeah. So quick detail, quick build of a round colonial style column with the banding and trim the way I do it in custom shapes, and then the copy paste. So you build one, copy paste them all the way around. If you notice at this house, it has a bunch of these columns. There's one here on the back porch. There's a couple back there. Here's a couple more on this side of the house. Um, that's about it. So I appreciate the request here for a round 10-inch colonial column with caps and bands. This is the quickest way to do it in Structure Studios. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So quick work, You can do this in no time. Get that detail. Make sure that we are accurate most of all, because you want to reflect your client's property, because that's, you want them to, you bring them to their house. You want them to say, that's my house. That's exactly what it looks like. So you want to connect them to the space. So that's our job, as designers, and especially as 3D model builders. For showing a visual, it needs to be accurate, on that visual. So again, thank you for the request, and thank you for being a member of VIP 3D Core Essentials. I appreciate it more than you know, and I appreciate you guys more than you know. So if you have requests like this, please post up, and we'll do some quick videos and on different detail type stuff that we can do. But until then, I'll see you next time, guys. And again, thank you for being a member of VIP 3D Core Essentials. Um, Keep the community tab here hot if you have questions, or if you want a video on anything. We're working, trying to get the criteria met for the live stream stuff on YouTube. Just waiting on them. We're all set up here and ready to go. Just waiting on the criteria to be met from YouTube. So as soon as that happens, we're going to be blasting out with those live streams, and might even be on live stream every single day, as we work through the program. So thank you for your patience, and we're going to get on it soon enough. So we'll catch you on the next one, guys.